Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. It is October 16th, 2024 on a Wednesday, on a hump day, humpity hump day. How you guys doing this grand morning or evening or afternoon, or if it might be the next day or next week, child, or next month when you watch this video. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for always supporting CC's Fashion Is My Passion YouTube channel. If it's your first time here and you don't know who I am CC. And on this channel, I talk about all things plus size fashion. Plus, we do these Monday through Friday. Well, really Monday through Sunday, Sunday to Sunday. Car vlogs, car chats, girl talk, you know, and all that in between. I do plus size fashion. I show handbags, which I just got a handbag in, you guys, from a retailer, from a company, and ooh, is she a beauty. I can't wait to show it to you. That will be coming this weekend. So yeah, that's what we do over here. And you know, we have a lot of opinions and disagreements and agreements. And we talk about it. And I tell my subscribers over here a little bit or a lot about me. And, you know, that's what we do. So if this is your first time here and you're watching a video for the very first time, welcome. Ooh, oh boy. Put my hand right in my makeup. Welcome. If it's your first time here, correct that. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and before you give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so I can get to 18,000. I'm at 17,164 subscribers last time I checked through YouTube Studio. So yes, it's a Wednesday. It is 6:04 in Chicago. I left the house on time. Come on here, somebody. Can I get a hand clap for being on time? Because y'all know me. I'm always talking about I'm running late. But I got up, even though I got up a little later than I had intended, but I still managed to get out the house. I just put on some base makeup. I haven't done my concealer. I did my eyes, bottom and top liner from MAC. The bottom is black track. The top is a pencil. I have to use two different eyeliners. I don't have to, but I do, because the one at the bottom, it come on so I can go around him. The one at the bottom, it sticks better for some reason than the one up top. I know it don't make sense, but for some reason the pencil is good for my I can wear it under both, but I like black track that comes like in it comes in a little bucket, like a little thing, and it has a pencil, and I put that on. It's almost like a paintbrush. And so yeah, so that's what that is. I gotta get around this van. First of all, I can't see nothing. That's number one. Number two, driving like a snail. I'm trying to get it, baby. I'm trying to get it. Get it. Pushing it, baby. I'm pushing it. Trying to get here to get this parking space. Ain't that a shame? Ain't no parking. But anywho, yeah. So, that's what I do. That's what I did for my eyes. And so, what I will do when I get to work is put on my mascara. So yesterday I went to Ulta on my lunch break. I happened to be in the area and I wanted a salad from Potbelly's. So I decided to go. What is going on? I decided to go to Potbelly's to get a salad. So I went to Potbelly's, got a salad, and in this little mall area, there's a Lowe's. Oh, Jesus. There's a Lowe's. There's a Potbelly's, Ulta Beauty Store. I love Ulta. I love Ulta. Well, first of all, I love makeup. So, I love makeup. So to be able to go into this store where they have all these different makeup counters. They have Benefit. They have Juvia's Place. And I bought a new Juvia's Place lipstick too. Juvia's Place. They have Fenty with Rihanna. They have it all. They have it all. That's where I bought this Juvia's makeup. Now, somebody on here said that they think my makeup is too light. I do think this makeup is too light. I found another one that hopefully I'm gonna try to go, if I'm in the area today, because it's up the street from my job, but it's a good little ways. I'm gonna try to go in there and get this other base makeup from Juvia's Place. I saw another color, 430. This is 440, number 440. I need 430. So, come on. I'm not understanding why people don't want to drive. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get 430. And yeah, I'm gonna go back and get 430 because I think 430 is my right color. So I put it on my hand and it was a little darker than this, and I think that's really my color. You know, sometimes these makeup artists, I swear y'all, these motherfucking drivers in Chicago burns my whole motherfucking ass. They just do the stupidest shit. They pull over in front of you abruptly and then don't drive. Get the fuck out the way. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I keep saying I'm gonna stop cussing. I keep saying it. But Jesus help me. Cause I can't stand these fucking drivers in Chicago. When I tell you they dumb as a fuck, they dumb as a fuck. Do you hear me? Anyway, maybe I need to pray. Do we need to pray? I think we need to pray. Just like yesterday, this guy almost ran me over coming home. And then he gonna run out his minute. He's talking about, bitch. I said, bitch, you in the wrong motherfucking lane. He was in the wrong lane. How you in a lane that's not a lane, but you want to ride up on the side of me because I don't let you in and you think you gonna push me over into this oncoming traffic going northbound. You got me fucked up. Anyway, I digress. Woo, I can't stand these fucking drivers in Chicago. I don't know where y'all live. I don't know. But if they drive like these motherfuckers here, you understand what I'm going through. I'm just saying. As big as this city is, it's too many goddamn cars in this city. And they done put bike lanes all down the streets. Now, I don't know if y'all had that in your city, but our dumb ass previous mayor, Rahm Emanuel, decided that he wanted to put bike lanes all up and down in the hood. Motherfuckers in the hood ain't riding no bikes. They got all these scooters and the divvy bikes and the scooters and stuff. Scooters be laying every motherfucking where. They never take them back where they supposed to. But I guess it's some kind of thing on there was that they'll let them know where the scooters are. When I tell y'all I'm so sick of these dreadhead motherfuckers on these scooters with their hair flying in the air like they think they in motherfucking California with a goddamn wig on. These guys, girls, pants hanging down, bonnet head, house shoe, gowns, robes, house shoes on a motherfucking scooter. When I tell you I get so tired of seeing that bullshit. How the fuck you come out the house with your goddamn bonnet on, pajamas, house coat, slippers, but PJs on, ass showing, titties flopping, and you got the nerve to ride a motherfucking scooter? Get the fuck out of here. You actually put money to ride on a motherfucking scooter, but you didn't think to put on some motherfucking clothes and comb your hair, pull up your pants, and put on a motherfucking bra. Bitch, oh Jesus. Help me. When I see that shit, it just enrages me. I'm like, bitch, you, and it's for the men too, bitch, you mean to tell me you got up out the bed with your stanky, didn't put no water nowhere on your ass, and decided that you was gonna get on a motherfucking scooter? Okay, bitch. I just be wanting to walk up behind them and just snatch that shit off their motherfucking head. Bonnet head wearing hoes. Oh, it just irritates me. It irritates me. And seeing these guys with their pants hanging down and you see their ass cheeks and they dirty ass, dingy ass, holy ass, big ass holes in the motherfucking underwear ass. I don't want to see that shit. You look like you stink. You stink. Can't tell me you don't stink. Nasty motherfuckers. I know I went from 0 to 1,000. I know. But when I think about all the traffic in the city, and then you put these bike lanes down everywhere in the motherfucking hood. These motherfuckers ain't riding on no goddamn bikes and scooters. They still in them. And they everywhere laying on the goddamn sidewalk and in the street. Stupid shit. He decided, oh, I want to give the city, I want them to be able to ride a bike so they can be healthy. Motherfucker, we trying to keep from getting shot in this bitch. Why don't you do that? Why don't you put cameras on every block in the city of Chicago so we'll know when people get shot? 7-year-old baby got shot in his house 2 weeks ago. He got out the hospital yesterday. He is doing very well. Praise God. You in your house and you get shot. Bullet come through the motherfucking window. Father God. And you got the nerve to put some scooters on that. I think that Chicago, would be a healthier city if people got out and exercised on a bike. I think that Chicago would be a healthier city if we weren't worried about getting fucking shot or carjacked. Bullshit. Just bullshit. But anyway, what the fuck was I saying? What was I saying? Shit, I don't even know. Shit just made me mad just thinking about it. But anyway, what I was saying was, I think I was saying, shit, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know what I was saying before I said that. Oh, I was talking about how this guy tried to run me over. But I was saying something else about the makeup. Oh, anyway, I'm going to go on to the next subject. And my next subject is this. So, I told you all that my friend passed, my classmate passed. And he didn't have any life insurance. I told you all that yesterday. and I don't know, maybe he did have life insurance. Maybe the policy wasn't enough for a funeral, for a service. I don't know. He has about 5 or 6 kids, I believe. At least, I know he got about 4 or 5 children. I don't know the ages of his kids. I know he got some grandkids. So I'm assuming his kids are in their 20s, maybe in their 30s, okay? They've asked asking his friends, whomever, people to donate so that they can have him cremated. His daughter says she is not there. Then the family has decided not to have a service. They're just going to do a cremation and a balloon release for him. And they want you to bring your own balloons, okay? So I was on Facebook last night and I went to his page just to read his tributes, the tributes to him. And this young lady wrote, and it really disturbed me. And it did piss me off because I understood where she was coming from. I understood that she's hurt. She was a good friend of his. Larry had this particular guy, his name is Larry. He had a lot of friends. He was very, 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 well known. Had a lot of friends. What the hell had happened up here? Damn. Man, whole truck almost went over the medium. Damn. Hope everybody okay over there. Jesus. But anyway, he had a lot of friends. And he was very well loved and known, and people really, loved him. And she wrote a post saying that, she tried to keep silent. She said, but, she went into talking about that he had been sick, I guess, for the last week or so, or 2. Now, he could have had COVID. And with him having whatever other, I don't know if he had any other ailments, I don't know. But he essentially died in his sleep. I don't know if he died in his sleep. If he died in his sleep due to a heart attack or complications of, because what you all need to understand is that this is flu season. And so I know a lot of people don't believe in getting flu shots. And I know a lot of people don't believe in getting the COVID vaccines or the flu or the pneumonia. And I told you all the story in regards to my dad. My dad had COPD, which was a lung disease. My father, for years, I told you all he worked at a furniture company. Then after that, he went to work for here in Chicago Transit Authority, CTA. He worked there as he worked around a lot of trucks with a lot of films. And, my dad he hadn't smoked in over 40 years. I was a kid when my dad stopped smoking. My mom continued to smoke, okay? But nevertheless, he didn't get the vaccine that he should have gotten, okay? And his doctor, my father's doctor, told my mom that she told him, you need to get the pneumonia vaccine, because if you get pneumonia, you're acceptable to get, I know that's probably not the right word, but you prone to get it because of the fact that you do have a lung disease, okay? He didn't do it. He ended up getting pneumonia, and because of his age, being, my father was 76, 77 when he passed, he died. Complications of pneumonia. So I said that to say that my friend might have been sick with the flu or with COVID. And people will say, I'm not getting the flu shot, I'm not getting the COVID vaccine, I'm not getting any of that because I believe that, it causes this, it causes that. Listen, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to convince anybody to get vaccinated for whatever reason. But I'm going to say this to each and every last one of you all that is watching this video. When you become a certain age, our bodies don't fight off the same type of stuff that it did when we were younger, because as you get older, your immune system is compromised. So we can say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to get this, I'm not going to get that. Okay. I'll be back, y'all, because y'all know I got to go in here and punch this clock here. I'll be back. So I know, seatbelt. Why are you blowing at me? I'm in the lane, stupid. Oh, some goofy ass people here, I'm telling you. Goofy. People are just dumb. I know, seatbelt, I know. Give me a minute. So, I know that a lot of people don't like to take or don't want to take the vaccines because they say, well, I believe it does this, I believe it does that, so forth and so on. I'm not here to argue with nobody, but I'm gonna say this. Hold on, y'all. I'm waiting for him to move so I can pull up. I'm gonna say this. Hold on. What's up, brother?
Look at God.
What?
Look at God.
What happened?
You know we about to change 6230, right?
Are we changing? Because I keep hearing that we're not gonna change.
Why you keep hearing that? We voted on it yesterday.
Well, from what I heard as of yesterday morning, it had not been approved from upstairs.
Well, they said they approved it when they after they called us. It was already called in stone. They just needed to see when we was gonna start. But we'll see though. But I believe it's gonna happen.
I hope it happened because I want to get off at 2:30.
I know, right?
I really do. I mean,
right?
We used to work in that.
Yeah.
We have worked that for the last
all
10, 12
years.
years. Yeah. I mean, it's you know, it's hell getting, you know, it's hard to get up, but you get off early, and you
get all
beating
your
that
stuff
traffic,
done.
right.
We'll see.
Okay, keep me
I'll let you
posted.
know.
All right, baby, have a good day.
You too.
What is he doing? I do not like this driver. I find him to be very, very weird. Baby, I hope they do change our hours 6 to 2:30. Come on here, Jesus. That's why he's saying, look at God, because we've been asking for it. I don't like getting off at 3:30. It's more traffic. Anyway, so let me finish telling y'all the story. So, I'm saying this to you all because I know a lot of people don't like or refuse to get vaccinated. Okay? But what I'm gonna say is this. What I'm gonna say is this. When we get to be a certain age, our bodies just don't fight off. They don't. It don't fight off things that it used to fight off. And we really need to take better care of ourselves in regards to if you don't want to do the vaccines, if you just don't want to do them for whatever your reasons are, I don't know. And again, I'm not here to persuade, that's the word I'm looking for. Persuade or convince anybody of anything. But you know what your ailments are better than anybody else. You know. So I said that to say that sometimes, you know, we need to get and have things done because we got other things going on. So yesterday, this young lady wrote this post and she said, I am hurt and upset that he is not going to be properly, I don't get a chance to say goodbye to him. She said, you know, he deserved more than what he's getting. He's just getting a balloon release, and you got to bring your own balloons to the balloon release. Listen here. I'm going to say this, and I want to reach out to her to say this to her. Give the family some grace, okay? When you don't have your and again, I'm going to say this because he could have had a policy, but he might not have had a big enough policy to cover everything that needs to be covered for this funeral. I don't know. She don't know. None of us know. But I found her post to be very disrespectful to his children and to his family. Okay? Because when people, number one, are grieving, number two, when people have to decide or make decisions after someone has died on what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and trying to get money together, get funds together. Listen here. A cremation alone is what, $3,000, maybe $4,000 just to be cremated. Okay? So We can sit back and we can judge and we can say, you know, what a family, they should do this and the family should do that, and the family and the family and the family. But the family is doing maybe the best that the family know how to do. His same stupid self riding around in the parking lot. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all the family know how to do. And we can all sit back and judge and say they should have, they need to, why didn't they, how come they, all of that. But we're not the family. We're the outsiders looking in. We don't know everything. And so we have to be careful judging and making judgments about people's decisions when it comes to how they decide what they're gonna do for that person, or how they're gonna put that person away. You don't know everything. You don't. And my thing is this: if we're not paying for it, we really ain't got nothing to say about it. We really can't judge people's decisions. We really can't make a judgment call on what people decide to do, especially when there's no money. And obviously, there was no money. Obviously, there is no money. Do you all understand what I'm saying? So, I felt, this is just my opinion, I felt that her post was very disrespectful to his children, to his grandchildren, and to his family as a whole. Because they're probably just doing the best that they know how to do. And maybe they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe they don't know. And maybe this is all that they can do, given the fact that this man did not have any life insurance. And maybe he did have life insurance, and maybe it's not enough to bury him the way in which they want to bury him. See, we you know, it's easy for me, for you, for all of us to make a judgment about what we think people should do or how we think people should handle certain things. But we're not in that situation. We're not in that situation. not in that situation. So, I mean, I could get on here, somebody else could get on, and somebody else and say, well, you know, y'all should do this. Y'all should do that. Y'all should have. But are we paying for it? Because they've asked us to pitch in and to pay for it. I don't have no money to pitch in to help bury him. I'm being honest with you all. I loved him. I did. But I don't have no money to pitch in to help bury him though. And that's on the real. Now when I get paid, the next time I get paid, my life insurance and my life insurance for myself and for Christopher comes out of my next check. Okay? So how am I supposed to pay my policy and I'm supposed to help your family member that didn't have a policy? And that's not being mean. That's just being real. You know, and everybody, me, you, and a whole lot of people are struggling. Do you understand what I'm saying? They struggling. It don't mean that they don't love you. It don't mean none of that. And here's the thing. How many of us go up to people that we know or love or that are family members and ask, you got a life insurance policy? You got your business in order just in case something happens? We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't ask people their business when they're alive. We don't try to help them when they're alive. So to come and ask people, it's watering. To come and ask people, I know this is ghetto toilet tissue, I don't have no tissue yet, to support or to give or to donate. I mean, you can't get mad if people say, I don't have it. You can't get mad at people for not being able to contribute. You can't get mad. So with that being said, why am I going to get mad about how you deciding how you going to bury a person and I don't have nothing to do with that? I'm just, I don't know. We need to give people grace when they are grieving. I'm going to say it again. You need to give people grace. You can't tell people how long to grieve. You can't tell people how long to stop talking about somebody that have died. Heartbreak is real. What a person feels when somebody died. Let me tell you something. If you don't know this, I'm gonna tell you this. There's different stages of grief. When somebody died, you gotta plan the funeral. You gotta have this together, that together. You're busy with all of that. It's a lot. Then after that's all over with, then here comes the reality that the person is not coming back. You know, because just like you in a frenzy, right? You around and you moving about and you taking care of this and you taking care of that and you making sure this is done and that's done and all of that. And then when all of that is over with, people go back to their lives, as they should. They go back to their lives, and then you're now dealing with the real loss of the person who is gone. What did I do with that? Just had it. So it's, I'm just going to say this. We got to be careful. And we got to give people grace. We got to find we have to give people, what did I do with that compact mirror? We have to give people grace. We have to. Oh, here it is. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. And whatever the family decide, whatever way the family decide that they want to bury him or what they want to do, it's really and truly up to them. You can feel whatever way you want to feel about it. You understand what I'm saying? You can feel whatever way you want to feel. But it ain't up to us. It's up to his children. It's up to his grandchildren. It's up to his other immediate family. If he had any, I don't know if he had any brothers or sisters or whatever the case may be, but it's up to them. We have to step back and we have to respect them, whatever it is that they decide. We're either going to help, contribute, and even if you help and contribute, you got to shut the fuck up, because it ain't your family. We friends. We ain't his family. We don't make no decisions. He wasn't married. If his wife decided that she was going to do whatever way she was going to do whatever, we got to respect that. Y'all go and have a private ceremony to remember him. So I just found her post to be really, really disrespectful towards his children, because I'm sure his children are doing the best that they know how, given what they have. You can only do what you can only do what you can do, and you can only work with what you can work with. If you don't have nothing to work with, and you got very little to work with or little resources to work with, you understand what I'm saying? If you have little resources to work with, you work with what you work with. But we as people, the friends, I'm sure his kids are tore up from the floor up that their father is gone. I'm sure they are tore up. How dare we say, well, we got to bring our own balloons to the balloon release, and he deserved better. He did. But we have to stick with what reality is. And what reality is that it is what it is. It ain't no shade to his family. It ain't no, well, they should have did. Well, why did they do? Listen, you an outsider looking in. I remember when my father passed, people kept asking me. I put the information up about where my father's funeral was going to be. And people kept asking me over and over again, well, where's the burial? Where's the burial going to be? I said, there's not going to be a burial. There's not going to be a burial. Oh, y'all not burying him in a cemetery? No. Well, what? He's being cremated. We're having a funeral, and he's being cremated. And really, it wasn't none of their motherfucking business. Real talk. If I didn't put on their burial in the cemetery immediately following service, why would you ask me that? Again, my father specifically said to all of us, he didn't even want no funeral. He said, I do not want to have a funeral. He said, cremate me, y'all take the money and go on a cruise. He said, y'all like cruising? Because was on a cruise. When we came back is when he got sick, after we came back from that cruise. And I really, really believe that all of us, when we came back, my mother was sick. She had a horrible cold. I think she had some kind of virus. I got sick. I had a little cold. Chris was fine. My sister's husband was real sick. And I think whatever we had, I think we brought it back to him. I really do. It started out as a cold. It developed into something more. And it just got worse and worse for him. And because he had the compromising illness, and that's something that could have happened with my friend, we don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. And if they decide, like, we didn't have an autopsy done on my dad because we pretty much knew, we found out that he had COPD by when my mother went into his, because he had like a bag, and he had all his medicine. He had all his, because he took medicine for his high blood pressure. He had a little bit of heart disease. There was different medications that he took. And my mother went in there, and that's when she found out, because he never told us. And see, that's what I'm saying. People think they know everything. They don't know. We don't know. People in when they living don't share what they going through medically with everybody. Because it ain't our motherfucking business. It ain't. My mother never went to the doctor with him and sat there in the doctor's office with him while he got examined or went over this with him. My father went to the doctor. He went, he did his blood work. He took his blood work. He went to the doctor. But he was one of them people, like most men, hard-headed, don't listen. He had to have some kind of procedure done. I remember he fought tooth and nail, because he didn't want to have this procedure, and we talked him into it, and it wasn't as bad as he thought. He didn't want to do a colonoscopy. He didn't like needles. Men, like I said yesterday, and I'm going to say it again, most men do not take care of themselves the way in which they should. But because he had my mother, because my father had his wife and his daughters, that we were like, Daddy, you need to do this. Daddy, he would go on and do it because he didn't want to hear our motherfucking mouth. And that's why he didn't share about his COPD, because he would cough. And I would say, why do you cough like that? I didn't know nothing about COPD. I wasn't educated. My mother didn't know about COPD. She wasn't educated. My mother and I saw my father every day. My sister didn't see him every day like we saw him every day. Every day, like every day I see my mother, every day I see my father. And that's why it's the same way. It's going to be the same way with my mom when my mom transitions, whenever. Hopefully it's a long time from now. But when you see a person every day, you kind of know when things ain't going right with them, or you see them. And my father would cough, he would cough. That's one of the symptoms of COPD. But he hadn't got to the point where he needed to have a bag, the oxygen bag, and he needed the oxygen. He hadn't got to that point. But he had COPD, and he never shared with us that he had it. And the reason why, because he didn't want to hear our motherfucking mouth. And that's how men are. She nagging me. She telling me to go to the doctor. I don't want to hear that. That's how men are. That's how they are. I got male friends who right now need to go to the motherfucking doctor. I got one in particular that's got a situation going on, and he won't go to the motherfucking doctor. I got this one over here, this coworker. Same thing. You feel all right, Ed?
Huh?
You feel all right?
Yeah, a little tired.
I know, you look like you're a little tired.
Sleeping too good, they won't come out that motherfucker.
I know, tell me about it.
Yeah.
And it's cold too?
Yeah.
I know. We need another day off.
I had to lean back in this motherfucker.
And that's not like you.
Right.
Have a good day. But you can talk to me until you blue in the motherfucking face. And they will lie. They will not tell you the truth. I deal with me right here. I deal with men every day. I know what I'm talking about. lipstick is called, it's by Juvia's Place. It's called So 90s. It's a velvety matte liquid lipstick. So I'm gonna try it on. I got y'all on camera. It's brown. It's like a chocolate brown. See that? We're gonna see. I love trying on new lipsticks. The light just come on. Didn't look like it got bright in here. Okay, Daddy. Jesus. It's pretty. Can you see it? Put on a little bit more. You go on real smooth. You know, I hate people to wave at me and they don't think I know that they a snake. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, she's pretty. Yeah, she pretty. That brown is pretty. I like her. I like her. I put concealer on my eyes, and this eye makeup up here is just running. It's moving. Got some on my teeth. So, you know, I'm just gonna say this. You know, we don't have no room to judge nobody and decisions that people make. Sometimes people just don't know what to do. And that's just the real deal. And I think that before we start to judge how people decide to handle things in regards to death or whatever, we need to consider everything that people are dealing with. You know, because it's real easy to say what folks ought to be doing. But until you are put in that position as a family member, and if a family member tell you this is how they want their service to go, you do what that family member asks you to do. So, you know, people need to just step back, sit back, mind their business, and let the family do what they need to do. Because it ain't your call to make. It's not our business. And I couldn't believe that she tagged him in that, and that's on his page. And I'm sure his family is going to see that. And it's going to cause some issues, and they probably going to clap back, or maybe not. But you got to respect people's families. You've got to respect the family. And social media is not the place to try to put somebody on blast about a person that has passed, and now you want to tell them how you feel the way in which they should lay him to rest. That's not your call. Oh, I need this light. I just believe that his daughter, who was, telling everybody to donate, and she's got this GoFund for him, I believe that she's doing the best that she knows how. And you got to respect it. You may not understand it. You may think that he should be buried this way, or it should go that way, or this should happen, or that should happen. Then all I can say to her or anybody else, then pay for it. Because they obviously don't have the money. Because if they had it, they wouldn't be asking for it. And then somebody else was saying, well, it costs this much to have a cremation, and she asking for a goal of this, and she probably gonna pocket the rest of it. I don't know. Again, who am I? Who am I to judge? Who am I to say what she gonna do with the money? We got all of these things that all of these things we want to say about it, but we not contributing to it. So I just feel like because we ain't contributing to it, and I'm not contributing to it, and a lot of other people are not contributing to it, I just really think we just need to be quiet. That's what I think.
That's why I was talking shit.
Everybody got something to say. And the thing is that the reason why I say to show people grace when they grieving, because you already hurt, you already devastated. It wasn't like he was sick. His death, just like my dad's death, it took us by surprise. We were shocked. We were shocked. He died in his sleep, just like my dad did. So, he might have had a lot of fluid around the heart, because if he had been sick, if he had looked like he had lost weight, the girl wrote everything. She said she had went over there to see him and said he looked frail and he had lost weight, and she wished she had called an ambulance, and because maybe he would be here, and this, that, and the other, maybe. You know, we always have, because I know with me, when my dad passed, I said, why didn't I make him go to the doctor? Why didn't I tell him that you need to go right now? You need to go to the ER. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? You know, I felt guilty for almost over a year, almost 2 years. I beat myself up every day because I saw how sick he was. But could I have made him go? No, because the day that we called the ambulance, when he said he couldn't move, he couldn't walk, the day we called the ambulance, he was argumentative about that. When I got there, they were putting him in the ambulance, and he was looking at me like he was pissed. So he would have just sat there and got worse and worse. And it's the thing, he knew how sick he was. You know, he knew how sick he was, and he didn't go. And so it's just like when my uncle got sick. You know, same thing. They went over there. They called the ambulance. The fire department came, tried to get him to go. He cussed everybody out. And then when he went, he was almost at death door. My uncle. This was just last year. Same thing with my father. So you knucklehead ass, hard ass, knucklehead men. You understand what I'm saying? You men, you all don't listen. You all don't take care of yourselves. And that's a lot of men that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Right here on this job, my personal friendships. I got a lot of male friends that I married. And I'm like, your wife told you, or blah, blah. They don't want to do nothing. Hard-headed. 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 So you can only do so much. So I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to let you all go. When people are grieving, when people are going through, give people grace. Because it's not you. And you are not the family. And you don't have a right to judge the family on the family's decisions that they make in regards to how they're going to lay their family member to rest. It's not your business. It's not your business. And that's all I got to say. But get your business in order before you leave here and stay out of other folks' business. Make sure your business is in order. That's what you do. Love on the family, pray for the family, and respect the family's decision, and keep it motherfucking moving. And with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go because I've been on here long enough. God bless each and every last one of you all. I will see you tomorrow, Thursday. We are close to Friday. Come on here, somebody. It's been a short week because I had Monday off, but I'm ready for the weekend today. Today. All right, y'all. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Peace and love and joy and happiness and all that good stuff. Mwah. Bye.